Okay, shoot, we're ready. It's a very short turnaround, but we did it to ourselves, right? But we had good meetings yesterday. I took my whole staff, met with our top 9 guys. I thought there was some productivity out of that. You got to flush this out of your system, right? But it's one of those that hangs on. You got to flush it twice. So we had a good practice. We're looking forward to going out to DC and really looking for a fresh start. With that, any questions?
These guys think they can beat anybody, and they want to play with the big dogs. But how do you motivate them to take down a Penn State team before they get to that?
Well, you got to play well. Like, you need success early. You need to feel it and get momentum on your side. So I think if we can play on the attack and be really good defensively early, we did a whole bunch of defensive segments today. Because quite frankly, our defense has not been anywhere. It hasn't been our identity recently, and we've got to get back to understanding the only way we have a chance is to make defense our identity.
Hey Tim, the notion of a fresh start, how do you make that work? How realistic is that?
Well, I don't know. I'm not an odds maker. I don't know if you knew that, but so I'm not going to put a line on that. But we have a chance. You're saying there's a chance because we got a 1 out of 14 chance. So here's what we do. We say, guys, pack for 3 days. We'll buy the rest later. Right? I'm joking. That was a bad joke. So no. Here's what we do. We met with them. We said, listen, you just have to clear your mind. Right? Anything that's happened has happened. But we have to get back to playing Husker basketball, and that is not happening. And we're going to need to get our butts in gear. One guy came in and said, I don't think we even deserve to go to the Big Ten tournament after that. And I said, get out of my office. Kicked him out of my office. Right? You know why? Because if you're not going to play for an opportunity to make the NCAA tournament, then you don't belong in the program. I want you going out there with the idea that we're going there to find a way to fight to make the NCAA tournament. Bottom line, non-negotiable.
Is he still on the team?
He is. He was happy today that I smiled at him. I think he was a little worried.
When you guys have successfully kind of pushed the reset button this year, why is that working, I guess?
Well, they do it on their Nintendos and their Wiis for 32 years, so they're used to doing it. Just things are going bad, start over.
You all beat Penn State last time around. What did you learn from that game against them?
Nothing, because we're not that team. I mean, quite frankly, we're a team that's been punched. We're bleeding. We're in triage. We're trying to stop the bleeding so they don't stop the fight. And so we just have to get up, cut me, and keep going forward and fight our butts off.
Do you think it's a similar Penn State team? Is it a similar scout for them?
I don't know, where they're at. I've seen, their games, but I can't gauge their mentality. Everybody, when you're not going well and you limp into the end of the year, everybody feels wounded. But I know Pat Chambers, he'll have them playing hard and playing ready.
You've obviously done this for a few years, but how much different is it to go with that day by day thing after you win games instead of, you have 3 days to prepare for this team and 3 days to prepare for
well, it's
that?
like those preseason tournaments, quite frankly. That's why you play those, is your first opponent, you don't know after that, and you just get ready and play. And that's a similar environment. You only play 3 there. Here we're going to have to play 5.
What are your travel plans? And I guess I want your opinion on what do you think about playing in Washington, D.C., the tournament being in that venue?
I know Maryland is extremely excited that we're in Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
And I know that it's good that we bring the Big Ten brand out to the East so people can see that it's an excellent brand of basketball. I think they know the ACC. They know what's going on with the Big East over there, but I don't know that they always get a great look at what the Big Ten looks like. So I think this will be a good measure that way, especially since this is a quote-unquote down year. Well, it is quote-unquote for a 1 or 2 seed, but it's not a quote-unquote for 2 through 12. You asked 2 questions, but I didn't answer one of them.
When you leave?
Travel plans?
Yeah.
Oh, so we just got pushed back an hour because of flight issues coming out of, I think our charter's out of Cuba. So I don't know what's going on. Seriously, it's like Miami or freaking the Keys. I don't know where it is.
So you get in there tonight.
Get in there tonight. We'll meet. We have a chance. We can't get in the Verizon until tomorrow, so we'll show up and play.
There's no shoot around.
We'll have a walkthrough. We do have a facility secured if we choose to, but with such an early afternoon game sometimes, we had them on their feet quite a bit today, repping out their stuff. And because we have played them more recently, it'd be one thing if it was one of those teams that we played, like Maryland or Indiana, we haven't seen in 2.5 months. This is a team we've seen more recently. Did we fire a pass? Is that what we did?
What?
Who'd we fire?
Chris, is he here?
Oh, where's Chris?
I mean,
Chris is there already.
oh, he's there?
Oh, I'm sorry, Chris Bassett, the
Yeah.
new guy. I didn't know if you were talking about.
You know who your partner is?
Yeah, I'm on my own. He's in route.
Okay, that's good. That's good. I saw you under there.
Yeah, he's the
Barf neck.
New shoes, guy?
The Timmy Boys, this is version 12.
Okay.
Thank you for asking.
Hey, how's Glenn? Is he fully recovered?
Mentally, emotionally, Glenn is Glenn's going to be fine. We're going to get Glenn going. That's 1A on my list.
Is it 1A?
It is 1A. Yep. I'll let Webster
Why?
be B, or 2.
Why do you say that about?
Because I think Glenn is a guy. It's interesting. A week ago, I said, Glenn, when do you feel the best about when you think you can get going? He goes, when I get out and get Jack the ball and he hits a 3 and we get Ed inside, Jordy, like all these guys. He goes, then I feel really good, like I can get going. And I think he lied to me. I think Glenn needs to get going, and because all the other guys say, I'm just waiting for Glenn to get going, and so we've been waiting long enough, right? So we're going to get that kid the ball.
And Webster, you said 1B.
Yeah, he can be 1B. It's nice. I was like 13D, so what the hell? You're out there handing towels and water to those guys. I was that guy, so I think 1B or 2A or whatever it is great.
Jordy played really well on offense the other night. Was there a reason he saw some limited minutes?
Well, you saw our 3-point defense. It was really it was voodoo city. I mean, we couldn't do anything to stop. We played 4 centers in the first half, so there was no particular reason other than we had our man-to-man was porous. And it's not Jordy's issue, but Mo Wagner can hurt you about 13 different ways. So we were just trying to get a decent matchup out there. And Ed, I thought, we got it. That one little run, like 2 possessions in the second half, they got it to 16 or 14. I thought, okay, maybe we got a spark. But by the end of the night, Jordy got in the second half, but in the last 5 or 6 minutes, let's face it, it's get some of these guys out of the game, get some of these guys in the game, and let it roll the way it may.
Isaiah looked about as aggressive as he's been recently.
I think his ankle's feeling a little better. He's still not 100%. And Isaiah's one of those excellent athletes, a thoroughbred, so to speak. And they are very in tune with their body. And when something's just a little off, it bugs them. Now you take a plow horse like one of our other guys out there, and he can have an ankle this big and he's still out there battling away. But Isaiah's not that way, so I think he's feeling a little better. I know today it bugged him a little bit, but I'm going to convince him it's not hurting tomorrow. Anything else? All right, guys, thanks.